Hi guys, welcome back to my page. I really hope you're excited for this. For the next 30 days, as I said in my previous video, I'm going to be doing a new video every day over here on my YouTube channel. I'm really excited to do this. There's so many pretty makeup looks that I see like day in and day out, and I feel like I just don't have enough time to show you guys all of the looks that I love. So I'm really excited to start on this little 30-day journey. And for the next 30 days, it's going to be a mix of makeup looks I've already done without a full tutorial for, and then some new looks that I really want to try that are DOUYIN inspired, as well as me dipping my toes into some other genres of makeup that I never really feel comfortable doing, but I'm really gonna try hard for you guys. I have looked through all of the looks that you guys have asked me to do, maybe some Thai makeup, maybe some Garu makeup. We're just gonna try it out. If you're excited to see the next 30 days of makeup looks, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified when the new looks are out. This is a look I'm going to be recreating today. When I recreated the first time, I really didn't like the way that it turned out. However, it's doing pretty well here on YouTube, so somebody likes it, but I want to try to do it just slightly better, or not even slightly. I want to do it really better than I did it the first time. These were my looks, the recreation I did. Again, I really don't like the way that it looks, but I'm gonna try to make it look a lot better this time. If you're excited to see the recreation on my face, please keep watching. The inspo photo has really nice big brown eyes, so I'm going to go in with the OLENS Big Glowy lenses in the shade Mocha Brown. I feel like these brown eyes make my eyes look so big, and I feel like this will perfectly fit this look. And I also have my discount code down below and the link to these lenses if you want to try them out for yourselves. I'm going to clip my hair out of the way. Then I'm going to go in with my skin prep. The purpose of my skin prep is to help retain as much moisture as possible and just make sure that when I'm blending in my makeup, I don't have any issues, any dry spots, any flaking, because that is some things that I do have with my natural skin if I don't go in and prep it well. First product I like to use is the La Roche-Posay Thermal Water. I love putting this over top of my skin. It just helps with my moisture barrier. It feels nice and soothing on my skin. Next, I'm going to go in with Tears Milk Skin Toner. This is nice and refreshing on my skin, and it's really moisturizing as well, and I feel like it's a nice added layer to the rest of my skin prep products. Then I'm going to go in with the CosRX Snail Mucin. The main reason why I love using this product is because it helps the skin retain a lot more moisture, and it also makes the skin look really smooth and really glowy and healthy. Then I love to go in with How to Wonder's Black Rice Face Oil, as well as the Hyaluronic Acid Serum by La Roche-Posay. I love combining a serum with an oil together. I feel like it gives my skin a really nice glowy look, as well as keeping the hydration locked into my skin. I really love putting hyaluronic acid on before I put on makeup. I feel like it makes my skin look really bouncy and everything just blends over top of it very well. For my eye cream, going in with this one by How to Wonder. This is their Black Rice Bakuchiol. I love using this one. It has retinol. It also helps reduce the appearance of any fine lines and any wrinkles and dark spots. And retinol is really good for helping with the texture of your skin. Then I'm going to top everything off with the CosRX All-in-One Cream. I love putting this on my skin. It's a really nice way to seal all of that moisture in, and nothing is complete without this to help with my moisture retention. I'm going to go ahead and let all of this soak into my skin for about 15 minutes. Now that that's all absorbed in, let's get to this makeup. To prep my skin, I'm going to first go in with the Milani Make It Last. I've been using it as a setting spray, but I heard it's really great as a primer, and it has glycerin and niacinamide in it, so I would really like to see the way that this preps my skin. Then I'm going to go into the Hourglass Finish Airbrush Primer. Go in with 2 pumps. I'm going to apply it with my fingers today. First, concentrate that in my T-zone. It's where I have the most issues with the staying power of my makeup. And then take the excess around the edge of my face and just smooth that in. To color correct any discoloration, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. And I like to just concentrate it on anywhere that I have discoloration, like my under eyes and any of my acne scars that have been healed. And I try not to conceal over any active breakouts, just scars that have been long since healed. And I like to let my concealer sit for about a minute because I feel like it gives me the best color payoff when it comes to coverage. To blend out my face, going to go in with this BK Beauty 110 brush. I think it's perfect for just blending out the perimeter of my face. I feel like because it's so dense, it doesn't need to be as detailed. And I feel like it does a good job helping me cover up anything I don't want shown. And again, just remember when you're blending out, just tap, 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 tap on the surface of your skin. Then going with this BK Beauty A506 brush, I'm just gonna use that to blend out my eye bags and just help make sure it looks really blended out and blurred. And I like to just tap, tap, tap in circular motions to get it as blended as I like it to be. And I feel like that's pretty good coverage. To even out my skin tone, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Honey. I'm gonna go in with 2 pumps. Oh. Apply that to my skin, going to go in with my Shop Me spatula. I'm gonna first apply that to my cheeks in a nice thin layer. Up my chin, my upper lip, some across my nose, and then work the rest on my forehead in nice thin layers. Then I'm gonna go in with my BK Beauty 106 brush and use nice tapping motions to smooth that into my skin and blend it down on my neck as well so there's no harsh lines. Then using Milani's Conceal Imperfect in this shade Warm Tan. I like to just use that as a really last layer of concealing, just over any other imperfections that like to peek through. Mainly just my under eyes and my burn scar. And this stubborn acne scar. And again, I'm gonna just let that sit for 1 minute. While intent again, just to blend around my face in nice soft patting motions. And then use those same soft patting motions to blend the under eye out as well. For my cream contour, going to go in with the Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Mocha Moment. I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush to get some on there. Add some to my forehead, up my cheekbone, along my jawline, my lower lip to make it look fuller, the sides of my nose, and I'm gonna blend that up into my eyebrow. I'm gonna add a circle along the tip of my nose to make it look really cute. I think it looks a little clownish, but I think it'll be cute when I blend it out. I'm gonna first go in with the BK Beauty 101 brush. I love using this brush to blend out the perimeter of my face, and I love just going in with nice like tapping motions. I'm firm with the tapping motions, but I'm not going in too harshly on my face. And I feel like this also hugs the sides of my face very nicely. And also blend down your jawline so there's no harsh lines like you did with the foundation. Blending out my lower lip. I'm gonna go in with the flat side of this double-sided blush to blend out my nose contour. I'm just going to pat along the edges to sort of try to blend it into my foundation. And I like the dramaticness of the lines, but I just want them to be a little less harsh. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with my nose contour. Just blend along the edges just to make sure that circle stays very round. To highlight, going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealers in the shade Tan Sand and Medium Peach. I'm going to apply some in the center of my under eye and on the edge to lift along the center of my nose within that circle. My forehead to highlight and lift. Upper lip to add dimension, as well as my chin for the same reason. I'm going to go in on the sides of my nose as well, a little on the bottom of my cheek. Use Medium Peach to sort of highlight my inner eye, a little on the bottom of my nose and forehead, upper lip, and my chin. And then again, I gotta let this sit for just 1 minute. I like to first start with the perimeter of my face, especially my chin. I don't want any other product on my chin other than what I put there. And I'm just gonna blend that into my jawline as well as my lower lip just to like help with the harshness of that lower lip contour. Blend out my upper lip, and to blend everything out, again, I'm just patting it into my skin. Again, that pat 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 works for all of my face, even my forehead. And also use that to blend down the center of my nose, the little button area, and the sides of my nose. And when I'm blending out my under eye, I like to start in that inner corner to keep that as bright as possible, and use that to make the eye nice and lifted. And just doing a lot of patting motions to get that all blended. For my cream blush, I'm going to go in with Milani's Cheek Kiss in the shade Merlot Moment. I'm going to go in with this BK Beauty 112 brush. I'm going to apply that on my cheeks in a nice circular motion and keep it small and very much on the ball of my cheeks. And put some on the tip of my nose. Then going in with this BK Beauty 109 brush. I'm going to use that to just blend out that cream blush and make it soft. Put it exactly in the area that I want that like circular blush to be. I think the main reason why I didn't like the makeup look last time is because I did not soften the blush enough. So I will be making sure I do that this time. And then blend out the nose. Then to set my creams, going to go in with Milani's Make It Last just to spray that all over my face. To To set my contour, going to go in with the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Tan. Using this Morphe brush, I'm going to go in with this middle shade and use that to set along the perimeter of my face and really pat it into my jaw and my lower lip. Then I'm going to go in with the lighter shade on this other Morphe M527 brush. And I'm going to slightly bronze up my skin to make sure everything is well blended between the highlights and the contours. Then back in with that double-sided brush, I'm going to go in with the fluffy side and pat into that middle shade again and really hollow out the sides of my nose. Round out the tip of my nose as well. To set my under eye, going in with M Cosmetics Portrait Mold Refining Setting Powder in the shade Sheer. I've already hit pan, but I'm going to go in with a triangular puff and really pat that down under my eye, above my cheekbone, just to make sure that's all set, and on my nose as well. To set the rest of my face, going in with the Flower Nose Moonlight Mermaid Series Setting Powder in the shade Fair Beige. And it's basically like a translucent setting powder on my skin. Tap off any excess and really go in along my jawline and above my mouth. And I'm going to take whatever left and put that on my forehead. Then I'm going to go in with the Kaleidos Mono Blush in the shade Sanguine. I'm going to take that on this Kaleidos Dual Fiber Contour Brush, tap off any excess, and apply this in a circular motion very lightly on my cheeks. And some on my nose as well. And I'm just going to go in with the powder puff just to blend out the edges of that blush. Then I'm going to go in with Hourglass Euphoric Strobe Light as my highlighter. I'm going to go in with this M510 brush to get a little product. I'm going to go down the center of my forehead, along the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, my upper lip. Use my pinky just to get rid of the product in the center to create the illusion of depth in my cupid's bow. On my chin, and then the highs of my cheekbones. For my brows, first going in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. And again, just using my trusty cushion so I don't mess up any of my foundation. First brush all the brow hairs upwards, and from the middle of my brow I'm going to create a line outwards. Then along the tail connect to that line from the top of your brow to the bottom to create your new tail. And I'm going to fill that area in. Then from the front to where you feel like your brow should start at, do some fake hair strokes to make your brow look nice and full. Just fill in any sparse areas. When you're satisfied with the fullness, just brush everything all together. Next, I'm going to go in with Milani's Weekend Brow, also in Espresso. And I'm just going to concentrate that on the tail of my brow just to add some definition and make it look nice and full. And I'm going to also use the Weekend Brow to go over some of my moles. I'm going to first go in with the ColourPop Precious Metals palette. I'm going to first take too much on this fluffy brush and use that all over my lid and lower lash line. Then I'm going to go in with the shade You're Solid. I'm going to put that all over my lower eye fat to prep the egg yolks out. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Let's Do It and concentrate that along my lash line and smoke it out a little. And then I'm going to take this fluffy brush that has a little bit of too much on it and blend out that upper lash line completely. And I'm just doing windshield wiper motions all over the area. And then after that's blended out, just along the inner and outer corner, I'm going to flick that color up into my crease. Just go back in with that fluffy brush and make sure everything is blended out pretty nicely. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Feel the Chemistry to highlight my lower lash line and make that area really pop. Then I'm going to go in with 100%. I'm going to use that shade to highlight around my eye. And I also used it to add some more definition around the tip of my nose. Then I'm going to go into the P. Louise Stack 'em Up Shmoney Tones palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Investment. I'm going to work that along the edge of my eye in a semicircle and bring it down to my inner corner a little. I'm going to go in with this fluffy brush just to make sure that's nice and blended. I'm also going to put some of Investment on my lower lash line over top of Feel the Chemistry. Then I'm going to go into the shade So Metal and place that along the inner portion of my eye, and it can go over top of the pink as well. Today I'm trying out the Milani Stay Put Tank Eyeliner in black and brown. I'm going to first go in with the black eyeliner to do a nice wing. I'm going to keep my inner corner nice and rounded and really do a nice flicked out wing to make the black eyeshadow also look very smoky. I'm gonna go in with the brown shade to accentuate my lower lash line and maybe do a couple faux lashes on the bottom. For my waterline, going to go in with the BBIA Lash Powder Pencil. And this is in the shade Banana Milk. Going in with my Shiseido Lash Curler to curl my lashes. For my mascara, going in with the M Cosmetics Pick Me Up Mascara in the shade Black. And I'm just going to use that to do a couple coats to my top lashes. Make sure they're nice and spread out and evenly coated. As well as my lower lash line. In any place I have that banana milk on there, I'm just going to make sure I start under there to put my mascara on. Then using Dual's Brush On Adhesive Lash Glue, I'm going to apply them to a pair of false lashes. And I'm going to apply them as close to my lash band as I can, and then pinch together my real lash with the false lash to make my eye appear more open. To line my lips, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in the shade Lay Down the Mauve. And I'm going to do a very exaggerated cupid's bow above my lips, overline my top lip a lot, and fill in my top lip with the lip liner as well. And I'm going to overline my lower lip. Shade that lip in also. To stain my lips, I'm going to go in with the 2 Dear Darling Water Tint in the shade Strawberry Aid. And I'm going to put this all over my lips because I want them to have a really nice berry shade. And use my finger to blend that into the lip liner. I'm going to top that off with the Kaleidos Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glaze in the shade Skinny Dip. I'm going to try to tone down this really pinky gloss to make it look slightly more natural. And this lip combination combined gives me the look that I think I was going for. Also overline the lip gloss. I think that's going to finish off the face. I'm going to fix myself up and I'll be right back. This is going to be the final look. I like this so much better than the first time that I tried it. I feel like I paid closer attention to the eyes and just made sure my face was very well blended out. I'm not really sure. I feel like all of the lines were just so harsh when I did them the first time, but I really, really like the look now. And since this is day 1, I really want you guys to subscribe to my channel so you can see all of the rest of the looks for the rest of the month. I hope you guys are really excited. I'm really excited to also do the looks. There's so many of those that I've had like pinned from requests for a while now that I'm like, I need to do this look soon. It's gonna be so pretty on me, or it's gonna be fun to try. So maybe that'll be a little hint for you. Something out of my comfort zone, but I feel like it's going to be fun either way. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. And then even though I do have the rest of the looks already sorted for this month, you can go ahead and leave me a comment of a look that you guys want me to try, and I'll really try to get to it. If not this month, maybe I'm already in the works of doing a look you guys want me to do, but maybe I'll get to it next month. And remember, I'll have all of my links down below. I love you guys so much. Cue this montage.